Greetings, Gunship here. Hope you are doing well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an apology, and a real one. So, the news finally came out that we've been waiting for. A new update on the economy. And let's look at what they write. Dear players, firstly we would like to extend our sincerest apologies to each and every one of you. We deeply regret the fact that our actions have let you down and that we have failed to adequately address the concerns you have voiced over time. We share your passion for the game, and it pains us that our decisions have not lived up to your expectations. Now that is much better. Now, over the last week, we have diligently analyzing the feedback you provided. We acknowledge and agree with your concerns regarding the balance of the economy, silver lines and research point, as well as modification research. We have therefore prioritized addressing these issues as our immediate concern. So they know what we're on about. No mistake there. Now, whether they have done it over the past week or not, I don't know. I think they have done it today, but hey ho, I will take that. We are in the process of creating a plan to tackle these problems. While we have made some initial progress in understanding the scope of these issues and potential solutions, we anticipate providing a more detailed roadmap by the 14th of June. Now, at least that's not longer in the middle of the summer. This is highly pushed forward. I mean, they are working on a new patch, and that justifiably will have some priority, and those things are not easy to change. Also, having been in game development myself, often things are done in sprint cycles, typically 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So they are addressing this quite urgently, which is good to hear. We understand the urgency you feel for changes to be implemented, and we assure you we share your eagerness. However, given the scale and complexity of a project like War Thunder, some time is required to ensure that any changes we make are both effective and beneficial to the player experience. They're buying themselves a little bit of time here, but let's be fair, this is their livelihood, so it's okay that they are giving it due time and respect. As long as they do that, I am happy. We are also continually reviewing the vast array of other feedback and suggestions we receive. Rest assured, these are important to us and will be addressed. But at this moment, our first priority remains the game economics and progression. So there they reaffirm that the economy and progression, i.e. research point, are at the top of the list. That is good stuff. And they acknowledge the feedback. And more, my boy, do they have plenty of feedback from absolutely everywhere and every content creator out there and the whole community. I mean, the amount of negative feedback on just the Steam thing grown from like 53,000 negative reviews to like 83,000 like one night. So the avalanche of feedback is enormous. I've also filled out personally the bit they asked for themselves. There's a link somewhere you can click, and it goes and you can write something to them. Whether they stop that or it's still there, I don't know. But I've definitely done that as well and put my two cents in for what it's worth. Then they're saying, we are truly sorry for the disappointment and frustration we have caused. We commit to you that we are doing everything we can to improve the game and regain your trust. So they know they have failed us, and they're hopefully going to do something now to address it. Thank you for that. Last but not least, they say, thank you for your understanding and patience during this time. We value your continued support and your dedication to the game we all love. Now, we do all love the game. We all do want to have a better game. That's why we are so flipping passionate about it, and why we have been so frustrated by the state of affair and how long it takes to get down a tech tree and all those things. But this at least is a massive step in the right direction. And I think now we can take the foot a little bit off the gas pedal and say, okay guys, we're going to give you the time to the 14th of June and see what happens. And providing they, action speaks louder than word, but the first action they do here is actually a decent apology and a real look at it, and I can accept that, and I can accept the time scales as well, having been in development myself. Some of the comments down here is quite hilarious. I like this one. Show your sincerity in action, not words. I'm not falling for this deception. Well, I think we are all allowed to be a little bit skeptical here, but let's hope for the better, right? And this one here made me laugh out loud. Who are you and what have you done with the people usually in charge? I think that's hilarious. And also I see like stoners coming behind. You know the drill, we sent them to the gulag. Tongue in cheek here. Good stuff. So, I think we have done it. We have made our voices heard. Now, action will follow. It will take 2 or 3 weeks' time before we hear something. And, I hope that will be good and positive news for everyone. We want this game to grow. We want it to have many more people playing it. If we have many more people playing it, then hopefully they can also do something about the matchmaker, maybe making it so it's depending on how many people are online. So if a lot of people are waiting for a game, maybe they can narrow the band from like ±1 BR to ±0.7, make it a fair game for everyone. If there are more people playing, they don't have to charge necessarily as sky high prices for all their premium vehicles and so on, because it's much better that a lot more people get these vehicles than only the few. I mean, there's a fair amount of the few, but the amount of people that would be drawn to the game, I think currently this sort of 20-80% of people not paying or not playing is basically that, the 80% are missed opportunity. It's about converting those 80% that is not paying to pay a little bit at some point, maybe when their personal circumstances can do it, or maybe just because they fall so much in love with the game that they simply cannot help themselves. So I'm really happy about Gaijin's response. And actually for a Russian company to come out and give something like this, that takes a lot. That's not something that is easily done. So, from my point of view, thank you Gaijin, and I really look forward to see what is happening next. That's all for now. See you in the next one.